Hey, good morning, COD students. Welcome to Kinesiology 0682592. Jog, power, walk, and run. This is our distance education version, and I want to get us started with a little video. So I just finished my run. I want to typically respond to you either after a run or maybe even mid-run with a post. And today we're going to go through the syllabus and give you your first 2 assignments for the week. So with the syllabus, I'm not going to read it verbatim because you can all do that. I know the part most of you care about is how do we get credit for this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 things every week. You're going to post an activity, and I'll discuss how to do that. And then you're going to respond to either some questions I post or maybe some presented materials, either an article from a magazine or a portion of a book. You're going to respond to that, and that's going to get you full credit. So our course is, I believe, like 11 or 12 weeks, but we're going to leave a little cushion for some makeup work. So I divided it into 10 weeks. With, like I said, a couple weeks to make things up. So we'll just go week by week. You'll have the opportunity to earn 10 points a week with your activity log, and then 10 points a week with the response to the material. So, for a grand total of about 200 points, or exactly 200 points, and we'll go grades from there. Your typical, 90% and above is your A, 80% and above is your B, so on and so forth. It's all in the syllabus, so I won't read it to you. So your activity log. So a couple options. Your easiest way, in my opinion, and probably the way you're going to get the most out of it, is to download the Strava app on your phone. Don't pay for the Strava app. That's like an upgrade. Don't do that. Just download the basic one. It should be free. And then you're going to record your activity on that. Once you go into that app, you would be able to search for, it's on our syllabus here, and it's also in the first assignment. You're going to search for College of the Desert Kinesiology 0682592, so our course, and you should be able to join that club. And then as you do your exercise, your activity automatically posts to the club. And then that's how I will see what you're doing. Your peers will see what you were doing, which, like I said, is one way I think you're going to get more of a benefit. You're on Strava because it's a social media app, so your peers can like your workout, or they can comment on your workout, give you some positive feedback, and then you can do the same for your classmates. So that's one option for your recording your activities. The other way is to just provide me, below the assignment, there's an option to reply, provide me some evidence that you did some activity. I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and trust you. So, maybe you take a photo of your watch as you had your chronograph on, your stopwatch going, or a picture of you, mid-run, you're at the park or whatever. And then give me a little description, hey, I ran to the elementary school and back. I ended up running probably 70% of the time. I walked for a few minutes here and there. It was cold, it was hot. I ran with my dog, I ran with my boyfriend, I ran with my husband, what have you. And then maybe a little bit of subjective, how you felt. Hey, my legs felt heavy, or I started out feeling kind of really tired, and then by the end I felt strong, or whatever, however you felt. I think it's important for us to get a subjective feel for our runs. So often we look at, just your pace or your distance or your time, but I think it's important to plug in with how your run felt. So those are your 2 options. Now, if you do the Strava one, do me a favor, and on our assignment on Canvas, all you need to do is just write in Strava, and then maybe a couple descriptive words for your run, and that'll cue me to look for your workout on Strava versus look for it in Canvas. Like I said, it should show up to our club page. Once you join the club, it should just automatically post to the club page. But if it doesn't, and I see you wrote Strava down, I'll search for your profile and be able to find your workout. We've already had one student do a trial run, and that's how it worked for her. So I think that covers kind of how you get your activity points. Okay, so again, you're going to get 10 points if you do full credit. Now, if you somehow do partial of the assignment, then I'll give you, 5 points rather than 10. And again, what I want you to do is put your activity out there, but then also comment on a couple peers, or even just like a couple peers, right? And so on Canvas, if someone just did their activity on Canvas, give them say, hey, great job, or hey, it looks like we're exercising at the same time of day, hot, isn't it, or something like that, a little encouragement, or hey, great work, I saw you did 4 miles today, that's awesome, something like that. And then for the responding to the presented material, like I said, sometimes it'll actually be a magazine article or a book chapter or something like that. I'll post a video of some stretches you can do, that type of thing. But this first week, I want us to get to know each other. So you're going to respond to 3 questions. Okay, and you can just, you'll see my example. I just put 1 and my response, 2, my response, 3, my response. You can do the same. Helps us stay organized. So question number 1 is I want to know, what's your long-term history of running, like your past? And I'm talking like 3 months and beyond, right? So, hey, I played soccer in high school, or I ran cross country in high school, or I don't enjoy running. That could be the thing. I never enjoyed running, and I want to give it a shot. I hated running in PE and never liked it, and now I want to, learn how to run, or learn how to appreciate running. Whatever your long-term history with running is, you're obviously not graded on what your history was. Just tell us about it. Your short-term history on running, I want to know kind of where we're starting at from. So this is like the last 3 months. Okay, you can say, hey, haven't done a thing last 3 months, just been too busy, haven't really been exercising. Or it could be, I walk 3 times a week, or I used to go to the gym, but now I do weights at home. Whatever your kind of most recent walk, jog, exercise routine has been. Okay, and then the third question, and I would consider the most important, because this is what I want you to get out of the course. This is how I will know if the course has been a success. What is your goal for the course? Okay, so it could be something as simple as, I needed a kinesiology credit, and that's what I want to do. Or hopefully it's something a little more personal, right? Say, hey, I wanna be able to run for 3 miles, or I want to lose weight, or I want to run a 10K, or run a half marathon, or I just want to learn how to enjoy running, or I want to get more flexible, or I want to get stronger, whatever it may be, whatever is important to you. So think about, in order for this course to be a success for you personally, what do you need to achieve? Okay, and just put that out there. And that's your assignment for the week, right? You're going to do your activity log, which this week is 30 minutes requirement. You got to do walk, jog, run for 30 minutes, okay? And then you're going to post that, reply to some peers. You're going to respond to these 3 questions that I just presented. Again, reply to some peers, okay? So this one's everybody's replies are going to be on Canvas. So again, just go in, and we're looking at, finding commonalities, providing encouragement, just that type of thing. So obviously, we're all going to be kind and encouraging to each other, and make this a safe environment for people to, be honest, and to work to improve themselves. Okay, so a safe environment. So examples might be, hey, I have that same goal, I want to work on that too. Let's keep kind of in touch throughout the course on how we're doing on that. Or if it's somebody who says, hey, I want to exercise more, and I want to improve my diet. Well, maybe you've got a resource. You can say, hey, have you read this book on the diet or whatever? So responding to a few peers. So answer the 3 questions, respond to a few peers, and then you've got the 10 points. So you got your 10 points for your activity log, your 10 points for responding to the questions, and you've got 20 points for the week, and you're well on your way to an A. Okay, I think that's what I want to cover with the syllabus. If there's questions, you can always shoot me an email, right? So bkfitzpatrick@collegeofthedesert.edu. People have asked me, hey, are we going to do anything live? I hadn't intended to do anything live, synchronous type things, but I will schedule a Zoom meeting here or there during the course, so if people want to touch base, kind of face to face, right? But yeah, reach out to me if you have any questions, because there's a chance that, I'm not clear on something and somebody else has the exact same question. All right, so for the first assignment, I think we've got that pretty square. Let me click on it and just to make sure that I've got things dialed in. Okay, so activity log, yep, again, you're going to get in 30 minutes. You're either going to do it on Strava, or you're going to provide some evidence or some description of what you did in Canvas. Remember, if you do it, log it on Strava, just put in Strava and a couple descriptive words. And then you're going to, in both instances, give some feedback to your peers. I'm going to give feedback to you, but give some feedback to your peers. And then for the activity, for the response, your 3 questions, again, it just says, please introduce yourself, right? And your 3 questions are background in running, recent running history, and goals for the course. You'll see my example there if you have any questions on that or just need an example. All right, so this has been we're going on 12 minutes now, a little video. This will more likelihood be our longest video of the time, because we're covering the syllabus mostly. We'll just be covering the assignment. So yeah, hope everybody gets in a great run this week, and we'll be in touch.